The dog waited at her owner's grave. That's what the villagers believed. Every single night, the dog slept beside the cemetery gates, crying into the cold wind. People brought her food. Some tried to take her home, but she refused to leave. Because in her heart, her owner was already dead. Far away in a quiet mountain village lived a lonely old man named Daniel. He had no wife, no children, no family left. Only a small wooden house, a few cows, sheep, chickens, one stubborn goat, and a smart dog named Bella. But Bella was more than a dog. She was Daniel's entire world. Every morning before sunrise, Bella would run across the yard barking loudly, gathering the animals together. The cows followed her. The sheep obeyed her. Even the goat listened to her more than to Daniel. Villagers often laughed. That dog works harder than most people. Bella guided the animals to the pasture every day, protected them from wolves, brought back lost sheep, and returned home exactly before sunset. At night, she slept beside Daniel's bedroom door, as if guarding his heartbeat. One freezing winter morning, Daniel never came outside. Bella waited near the door. Minutes passed. Then an hour. The dog began whining softly. She scratched the door, barked loudly, ran in circles. A neighbor finally came to check on him and found Daniel unconscious on the floor. The old man had suffered a severe heart attack. An ambulance arrived quickly. As they carried Daniel away on a stretcher, Bella chased the ambulance through the snow for nearly half a mile. Then the vehicle disappeared. Bella stood alone in the road, watching until the red lights vanished. That night, for the first time in her life, the dog cried. Days passed. The house became silent. The cows stood near the gate waiting. The chickens barely moved around the yard. Even the sheep seemed restless. But Bella did the same thing every evening. She sat beside the road, waiting for Daniel to return. She barely ate, barely slept, only watched the empty road with hopeless eyes. Then one afternoon, Bella overheard two villagers talking. "I heard the old man may not survive." The dog tilted her head, and something inside her broke. That night, Bella disappeared. 2 weeks later, Daniel finally returned home. Weak, thin, exhausted, but alive. The first thing he asked was, "Where's Bella?" The villagers lowered their eyes. "We don't know. After you left, she disappeared." Daniel slowly walked toward Bella's empty doghouse. Her food bowl was untouched. The old man sat down beside it and quietly began to cry. "She waited for me." For 3 days, Daniel searched everywhere: the forest, the river, the mountain pastures. No Bella. Then a little boy finally said, "Mr. Daniel, I think I saw your dog near the cemetery." Daniel froze. That night, carrying only a lantern, the old man walked toward the graveyard. Cold wind blew across the hills. The cemetery was silent. Then, suddenly, near one lonely grave, he saw a familiar shape curled up against the frozen ground. Bella. She was dirty, weak, thin. The dog slowly lifted her head. For a moment, she stared at Daniel like she was seeing a ghost. Then everything changed. Bella let out the loudest cry Daniel had ever heard and sprinted toward him. The dog crashed into his chest, shaking, crying, licking his hands and face desperately, as if terrified he would disappear again. Daniel dropped to his knees and hugged her tightly. "I'm here, Bella. I'm alive." The old man sobbed uncontrollably in the middle of the cemetery, and Bella pressed herself against him, like her broken heart had finally started beating again. Later, the villagers discovered the heartbreaking truth. Bella had been sleeping in the cemetery every night because she believed the humans had taken Daniel there forever. She thought her owner had died, and she refused to abandon him, even after death. From that day on, Bella never let Daniel out of her sight again. When he walked outside, she followed. When he slept, she guarded the door. And every evening, before falling asleep. Bella always checked one thing first, that her owner was still breathing. Because once, her heart had already lost him, and she could never survive losing him again.